Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to take a single document, a senior creative's resume, and completely deconstruct it. Why? Because hidden inside all the job titles and dates, there's actually a blueprint for building a resilient, future-proof career. So, this right here, this is the destination. This is 20 years of hard work all boiled down into one really powerful summary. You see all the keywords: UI/UX, motion graphics, visual storytelling. But that's the end of the story. The real question is, how does somebody actually get here? What were the steps? Okay, so the current job title is Creative Workflow Specialist. What in the world does that actually mean? Well, it's not just about being a designer who makes things look pretty. It's about being a strategist, someone who gets what users need. It's about being a storyteller. And, just as important, it's about being a leader who can mentor a team to pull it all off. It's really a perfect blend of an entire career's worth of skills. To really get how they got to that point, we've got to go back, way back to the beginning. The first part of this career is all about one thing: building a solid foundation. It's about mastering that core craft that everything else will eventually be built on top of.
Now, look at this timeline. You can see a really clear progression, right? It starts totally hands-on, working as an animator on some pretty big projects, like the Hanuman feature film. Then it evolves into leadership, being an art director, leading a team that pumped out over 50 mobile games. And then the final step, mastery, starting an entire animation institute to teach the fundamentals. This isn't just a list of jobs. It's a story about getting deeper and deeper into the craft.
So when you look at that whole first decade, it all adds up to one thing: mastering the craft of visual storytelling. From animating to designing games to actually teaching it. That deep, deep expertise became the launchpad for literally everything that came next. And this is where the story gets really interesting. After mastering the art of entertainment, this career takes a major turn, a critical pivot. It moved away from creating media for fun and into designing complex solutions for big businesses.
This table just lays it all out so clearly. I mean, look at the difference. The clients go from gaming and media to, heavy hitters like fintech and government at Deloitte Digital. The work itself shifts from animations and games to UX, UI prototypes. But, and this is the key, that core skill of storytelling is still there. It's just been reframed. Instead of entertaining a player, now the goal is to solve a real user's problem and hit a business target.
And this quote from that time really says it all. The focus is now on research insights and user goals. That's a huge mindset shift. It's not just about, does this look cool anymore? Now the question is, does it actually work? Does it solve the problem for the user? That storytelling craft was successfully aimed at a whole new, much more complex target. So that brings us to today, and that creative workflow specialist role at TCS. This isn't just another job title in a list. It's the synthesis. It's the culmination of that whole journey, a role that brings together every single skill learned along the way. So what does a workflow specialist do all day? Well, this slide breaks it down perfectly. Step 1, they're still doing hands-on creation, tapping right back into that foundational craft. Step 2, they're leading really innovative stuff like story-based augmented reality prototypes. Step 3, they're mentoring junior designers, passing the torch. And step 4, the crucial one, is tying all that creative work directly to business metrics like KPIs and analytics. It's all come full circle. And, hey, the proof is in the pudding, right? Getting recognized as a top 10 contextual master for a gamified case study, that shows this whole blended approach really works. It proves you can take those engagement lessons from an early gaming career and apply them to win in a totally different, super competitive environment. It just brilliantly shows the power of connecting your past to your present. Okay, so we've got the solid foundation, we've got the critical pivot, but what's the secret sauce? What's the one thing that keeps a 20-year career from getting stale? Well, it's a relentless, absolute commitment to growth. I mean, just look at this list of recent certifications. We're not talking about skills from a decade ago. We're talking about Google's Gen AI, the latest accessibility standards, advanced prompt engineering, even building with the ChatGPT API. This is someone who is absolutely not coasting on past successes. They are actively and pretty aggressively learning the tech of tomorrow. And this slide really puts that evolution into sharp focus. The journey kicked off with tools like 3D Studio Max. Today, the toolkit is all about generative AI and augmented reality. I mean, that's not just a small update. It's a complete technological leap. The ability to not just survive, but to master that kind of change is what makes a career truly future-proof. So, after taking apart this entire 20-year journey, what's the big takeaway for you? Well, this isn't just one person's interesting story. It's actually a clear, repeatable blueprint that anyone can use to build their own long-lasting, successful creative career. So here it is, the 4 key parts of the blueprint. First, master a foundational craft. Go deep, become a true expert. Second, pivot towards problems. Use that craft to solve new, important challenges. Don't just stay where it's comfortable. Third, lead and mentor. Stop being just a doer and become someone who lifts up everyone around you. And finally, the engine that powers the whole thing, never stop learning. Your relevance literally depends on it. From animation to artificial intelligence, this entire career has been about one thing: adaptation. Taking a core skill and fearlessly pointing it at the next big thing. And that leaves just one question for you and me. What's your foundational skill? And what skill is going to define your next big pivot?